Good morning. We're here at a site this morning with Cliff, and we are going to look at sealing around windows. It's aluminium windows. We're actually on site doing a full redecoration project. We're painting the entire scheme. So we prepared a window up there. We're going to climb up the scaffolding. We obviously have our harnesses on. We've got hard hats. Make sure that we're safe, and we're going to get up there and show you one or two small little tricks of the trade when you apply sealant around windows. Okay, we're on the scaffolding. We're ready to seal this window. We're going to seal between the aluminium frame and the reveal. Andres with me, and I've got Cliff. We are hooked into harnesses. We've got hard hats on. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tape up the window. Because we're painting the reveal, we're only going to tape up onto the window. So what we want to do is get a straight line here. And if there's existing paint, we want to go slightly left of the existing sealant or paint so we can seal the window. But before we seal the window, we first got to make sure that the window is nice and clean and there's no surface debris or any contamination on it. And once that is ready, Andres is going to tape up the window post. Thank you, Andres. Okay, we've taped up the window now and we're ready. We're only going to do the one side of the window for demonstration purposes, but Andres just taped it up, so just come and have a look here. We've got a straight line and we're going to seal over there. So the sealant's going to go there and we've got a straight line there. Okay, this morning we are going to use a sealant gun that the contractors normally use on site. They actually buy a sausage and insert it into the gun and we use it like this. When we go to a hardware store and we do DIY sealant, you'll normally just buy a tube, a ready-mix tube that you've got a nozzle for, and you'll buy a gun that's on a spring-loaded mechanism. You'll buy that from the hardware store. So the first thing that's important is to actually cut the nozzle. You can cut it, the further you cut it back, the bigger the opening, and then you can cut it an angle. This is very much like a young dry scenario. Do you cut left angle or right angle? It doesn't really matter. Depends on which way you're going to stand, if you're left or right-handed. But the important thing is to cut it in such a way that you get enough product out onto the window. So we're going to go ahead and get Andres to seal the window now. Thank you. Okay, the sealant is being applied. The next step is to smooth the sealant out. In this case, what Andres is doing is put his hand into a checkers bag, and he's using the checkers bag to protect his hand, but also to provide that little bit of lubrication to smooth out the product. Because otherwise, if he uses his finger, it will become quite sticky. So he's going to smooth it out now. Okay, the sealant has been applied. You can see we've achieved a nice even finish. So this morning when Andres smoothed off the sealant, he actually put his hand into a plastic bag just so that the product doesn't stick to his finger. The polyurethane it's got a lot very good adhesion, so it actually sticks to you a lot. So one last trick is when you're working at home and you're sealing around your bath, you should take a bit of water and a bit of sunlight liquid and you make a mixture. And if you make sure that your fingers is nicely lubricated, you'll see that I can actually use my fingers to smooth out the polyurethane without getting product onto my finger. You can use some spit as well, but at some point you run out of spit. And then very importantly, Cliff mentioned that we've got to make sure that it is a Beano marshmallow soft, chewable treat for your dog that you use, and that'll achieve fantastic results. Thanks, Cliff. Okay, so now we've applied the sealant around the window. We've taped it up. I've showed you that you can smooth it out either with sunlight liquid and water or with a plastic bag. The next important thing is once you've smoothed out the sealant and you've got a proper seal there, is to immediately remove the masking tape. Don't leave the masking tape on. As soon as you finish with your sealant, we're going to take the masking tape, take it off, and we'll have a straight line. If you've got another plastic bag with you, then you can just put the masking tape in the plastic bag, and obviously better to wear gloves when you do this. So we're going to ask Andres just to remove the masking tape straight away. Andres? There we go, and we've removed the masking tape, and as you can see, we've got a very even, nice, neat seal between the aluminium window frame. Well, there we go. We've reached the end of our little quick DIY or training session today. You can see that we've achieved a very even line there between the aluminium window frame. And this will obviously prevent water from getting in around the frame, especially during the rainy seasons. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to Andries. Thank you to Cliff. And I'll wish you a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Thank you.